The lecture hall emptied like water through a drain, students from a dozen species filtering into the corridors of Zenith Academy. Leon gathered his data tablets, still processing the quantum mechanics lesson that had just melted his brain. Beside him, Elsa stretched her arms above her head with a casualness that made the Vryn students nearby flinch. She was human. A Deathworlder. And everyone knew it. Another riveting discussion on probability fields, Elsa said, her voice carrying that particular human quality of sarcasm that most species struggled to comprehend. I almost stayed awake for half of it. Leon, a Cathari with silver-scaled skin and triple-jointed fingers, clicked his mandibles in amusement. You stayed awake the entire time. I saw you solving the advanced equations before Professor Zilmoth finished writing them. Guilty. Elsa grinned, slinging her pack over one shoulder. The casual movement involved muscles that could, according to galactic medical databases, crush bone with ease. Coffee after this. I need caffeine before the astrobiology lab. They never made it to the cafe. The ambush came in Corridor 7 Beta, a maintenance section students used as a shortcut. The lights flickered once, then died. Emergency strips cast everything in blood-red shadows. Leon's thermal vision kicked in automatically, but Elsa was already moving, shoving him behind a support pillar with a force that would have broken a frailer species' ribs. Stay down, she whispered, and her voice had changed. No more casual warmth. This was the voice of a predator. They emerged from the darkness. 5 krill hunters, their exoskeletons gleaming, plasma rifles charged and humming. Krill were apex predators from a high-gravity world, hired across the galaxy as mercenaries and assassins. Each stood 7 feet tall, mandibles dripping with paralytic venom. The human female, the lead krill, clicked in galactic standard. Bounty posted by the Cerelian Concordat. Alive. The Cathari is irrelevant. Leon's blood crystallized in his veins. The Concordat, the mega-corporation that controlled half the mining operations in the sector. Elsa had exposed their illegal Deathworld harvesting operations in her last research paper. He'd thought it was just academic controversy. He'd been wrong. Here's the thing about bounties, Elsa said, stepping into the crimson light. Her hands hung loose at her sides, but Leon knew humans well enough now to recognize the coiled tension in her frame. They only pay out if you collect. The lead krill made a sound that might have been laughter. You are one human, unarmed. We are krill. I know what you are. Elsa's smile was terrifying. I also know you're not wearing atmosphere-rated helmets. Guess the Concordat kept your briefing light on Deathworld specifications. She moved. Later, Leon would struggle to explain the sequence to the authorities. Humans operated on a timescale that most species' eyes couldn't track at full speed. Elsa closed 15 feet in less than a second, sliding under the first plasma bolt like water. Her hand struck the lead krill's thorax joint, the one weak point in their armor, and something inside crunched. The krill collapsed, gasping in atmosphere that was suddenly too oxygen-rich for its respiratory system. The second hunter swung its rifle like a club. Elsa caught it, used the momentum to swing herself up and around, legs scissoring around the krill's neck. The snap echoed in the corridor. Numbers 3 and 4 fired simultaneously. Elsa was already gone, using the second hunter's falling body as a springboard. She hit the wall, kicked off with legs that had evolved to chase prey across African plains, and came down on number 3 like a meteor. The fourth hunter managed one more shot before Elsa's elbow found the bundle of neural clusters where its head met its body. It dropped like a puppet with cut strings. The fifth krill, the smart one, was already running. Elsa caught it in 3 strides, fingers finding pressure points that shouldn't have existed on an alien physiology, but somehow did. The hunter went down alive but unconscious. 12 seconds. 5 krill hunters. 1 unarmed human girl. Leon emerged from behind the pillar on shaking legs. Elsa? She was already moving again, pulling a data spike from her pack. Security feeds, she explained, jamming the spike into the nearest access panel. Her fingers flew across the holographic interface. I'm wiping the last 15 minutes from every camera in this section, but the bodies, not yet. Elsa's jaw tightened. I hit to disable, not kill. They'll wake up in medical with concussions and bruised egos. She glanced at the unconscious krill. The Concordat wanted me alive. That means they're desperate. Desperate enough to violate galactic education treaty provisions by attacking students on neutral ground. The data spike pulsed green. Elsa pulled it free. But if there's no evidence of the attack, Leon began, then there's no evidence I defended myself using excessive force. Elsa made air quotes around the last two words. The Concordat will spin this as proof that humans are violent, that we don't belong in civilized space. I've seen it happen to 2 other human students this semester alone. She pulled out her communicator, dialing station security. This is Elsa Reardon, student ID 7742H. I'm in corridor 7 beta with 5 unconscious krill who just tripped the maintenance hazard sensors. Better send medical, she paused. Oh, and legal representation. Pretty sure attacking students violates about 15 treaties. As security klaxons began to wail, Leon stared at the girl who'd saved his life. The girl who'd killed, incapacitated, 5 professional hunters with her bare hands. The girl who was now calmly fabricating a cover story that would protect both of them. Coffee's going to have to wait, Elsa said, shouldering her pack again. I hate missing astrobiology, but the paperwork on this is going to be murder. Leon clicked his mandibles, the Cathari equivalent of nervous laughter. Remind me never to get on your bad side. Elsa's smile returned, warm and human and terrifying all at once. Leon, you're my friend. You'll never have to worry about that. As station security flooded the corridor, Leon reflected on the galaxy's greatest misconception, that humanity's danger came from their weapons, their ships, their technology. But he knew better now. He'd seen the truth. Humanity's real weapon was standing right next to him, asking the security chief if they validated parking, acting like she hadn't just rewritten the threat assessment for an entire species. The Concordat had sent hunters after a human student. The human had sent them back, and no one would ever prove otherwise.